We're ready for languages. You like languages with Mr. Salvatore? Yes. Class will begin soon. My dear friends, how are you all today? You certainly look fantastic. It's time for another one of Salvatore's language lessons. Oh boy. Etes vos prets, are you ready? I'm gonna butcher this. Sorry, people. Ets vos prets, are you ready? Oi! Très bien, very good. My lessons are not a one-way street. None. I am trist when no one speaks up. Very sad, that is. Très trist? In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say delicious in other languages, right? In le cours de jour, today's class, we will learn about a very special phrase that you can put to use when the time is just right. I shitiro jetam te amo ich leben dich. What does that mean? I love you. Fantastique, Goatmeal. Correct. You deserve a médaille d'or or a gold medal. Je t'aime, te amo, ich leben dich. These three phrases you may know, I think. Why? Because they're all quite famous ways to say I love you. Oh my, have I embarrassed you all, my friends? What timides little garçones et filles, shy boys and girls that is. It's so very important to express your feelings about things to others, you know? This is especially true for positive emotions. If you get married someday and argue with your spouse over some silly little thing, all you have to do is apologize and say, I love you, et toi ira bien, and it will all be well, that is. I should know. Why, just last week I had a big argument with ma femme, my dear wife, that is. But I was quick to say I'm sorry and all was well. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you one of my wise words of advice. It's best to be quick to apologize when you have an argument with someone. That goes for your families, friends, and your crushes. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Our Pro Chain Cores. Our next class will be the midterm exam. Be sure to review what we learned and all of our lessons so far. Adios, matane. Good evening, Master Goatmeal. What class would you like to take? Languages midterm. You like languages with Mr. Salvatore? Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Aujourd'hui, today we take our midterm exam. Detens vous relax, that is, and do your best. Ets vous prets, are you ready? Let's begin. Gracias, arigato, merci, and zaizi all share the same meaning. What is it? Thank you. Which of the following means delicious? Delicieux. Which of these phrases doesn't belong? Time to eat. When speaking with a person, what is the first step to smooth communication? Compliment them. What is your beloved teacher's name? Salvatore. C'est fini, time is up. Posez vos stylos, put down your pens, that is. I hope that was easy enough for you, especially that dernier question, the last question. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can check your scores at the school's front desk. It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. Let's see how you did on your language test. You got 5 out of 5 correct. That's a passing score. Congrats. Got 5 experience candies. Keep doing your best. Great. Let's take battle studies. You'd like to battle studies with Ms. Dendra? Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Another day, another round of battle study. Osu. Let's get right to it. Last time we learned about terror raid battles. Did any of you have a chance to try them out? Terra Pokemon are super strong, and the more difficult ones will use an even tougher tactic that you'll need to deal with. I'm talking about their Terra Shield. What happens while a Pokemon has its Terra Shield up, you ask? Well, it'll take way less damage for one. It has a big effect on morale too. When trainers see that shield go up, they feel doomed, like there's no way to win the battle. So here's a question for you. If the Pokemon you're battling puts up its Terra Shield, what should you do? Close your eyes and give in, call your parents, terrastalize, and attack it. That's right, you're a regular Terra Raid battle master, aren't you, new kid? Regular attacks don't work so well against a Pokemon that have their Terra Shield up. But having your Pokemon terrastalize is an effective method to overcome that issue. A terrastalized Pokemon will do more damage to shielded Pokemon, especially if it uses moves that match its Terra type. Dealing enough damage to a Pokemon with its Terra Shield up can destroy the shield and break the Pokemon's stance. This means that it's important to properly time your terrastalizing in Terra Raid battles. In conclusion, as they say, fight fire with fire and Terra Pokemon with Terra Pokemon. Be sure to work together with your teammates to smash through your opponent's Terra Shield. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're out of time once again. Next class will be our midterm exam. Aim for a perfect score. Osu, osu. Let's take that midpoint. Like battle, yes. Classes will begin soon, don't be tardy. Sorry to all of you who went to the schoolyard first before finding the right room. I guess we can do our tests in the classroom at least. It might be hard to write your answers out on the field. Alright, time to put your game faces. Put on your game faces and do battle with those test sheets. The higher a Pokemon's special defense, the less damage it takes from special attacks. Which of the following has no effect on a move's damage? The move's type, the move's power, the move's name. How many trainers are on a Terra Raid battle team? There are 4. What is an effective method for breaking an opponent's Terra Shield? Terrastalizing and attacking. What is Ms. Dendra's favorite type? It's gotta be fighting. Time's up. Put your pencils down. I saw you giving it everything you've got. I'm sure you'll all get perfect scores. Well done, everyone. You can ask for your scores at the front desk. Feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams and 4 questions correct to pass the final exam. Let's see how you did on your battle studies test. You answered 5 out of 5 correctly. That's a passing score. Congrats. Ms. Dendra asked us to give this reward to any students who pass the exam. 5 small experience candies. Keep doing your best. Good evening, Master Gomez. What class would you like to take? Art. You'd like art with Mr. Hessel? Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. I've been told that my previous lecture about the Terrastol phenomenon was very well received. Thank you all for your kind words. In fact, Ms. Dendra specifically requested that I impart even more battle knowledge to my students. So I have decided that today we will take another look at how Pokemon can terrastalize. Gibble. And of course, here's Professor Gibble to help us. Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrastalize for us. Glam! Now, what do we have here? Last class we saw grass-type terrastalizing, but this time we have something of a different shape. Observe, a Terrajewel resembling a snowflake. Its dendritic shape is stunning to behold. It's a little chilly standing so close to it. So class, what Terra type do you imagine this jewel might represent? The Ice type. Excellent, Goatmeal. Full marks for you. The reason there's a snowflake shining above Professor Gibble's head is simple. It is now an Ice type. And because Professor Gibble is currently the ice type, ice moves would not be very effective against it. Keep in mind, usually they would deal quadruple damage to Gibble. Now, here's some trivia about snowflakes. While snowflakes come in many different shapes and sizes, most are classified as hexagons. Just think of it, snowflakes fall from the sky, taking similar shapes without anyone saying they must. Do you not feel the greatest mystery of nature? Beauty enigma we live in? This is a bit of a tangent, but Mr. Jacques' glasses are also hexagonal, aren't they? I almost forgot to mention that you can change a Pokemon's type at the Treasure Eatery, located in Medali. Though I must say the cook there is a little prickly. You'll need to get on her good side if you want her help. Now, come prepared for next class, because it is time for your midterm examination. Thank you today, Professor Gibble. Glam Gib. We want our art midterm. Yes, art with Mr. Hassel. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. I do hope you're all ready because it is time for your midterm exam. Focus and do your best. And begin. What is the name of the gemstone that glows over a Pokemon's head when it terastallizes? That is a Terrajewel, I guess. When the answer to question 1 is in the shape of flowers, what does it represent? The grass type? What shape are most snowflakes classified as? Hexagons. Where is the eatery that allows you to change a Terra type? It's in Medali. What makes something beautiful? Its shape and color? The eye of the beholder? I don't know. There's no correct answer. Time's up. That's it for today's test. Pencils down, please. I would rather not have students worry about passing or failing my art class, but tests are tests after all. Anyway, good work everyone. You can check your results at the front desk. It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams and 4 questions pass the final. How do we do? 5 out of 5 correct. That's a passing score. Congratulations. Mr. Hassel asked us to give this reward to any student who passed the exam. 5 small experience candies. Let's get our last midterm here, so we're going to get through. We like home ec with Mr. Sagaro. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. I got 1 more class and 1 more midterm. Put away your phones. It is time to begin class. In my last class, I taught about HP restoration. However, after class, I was asked by several of you about power points, commonly known as PP. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What then happens to a Pokemon when it loses all of its PP? It can't use its moves. Perfectly correct, Master Goatmeal. Perhaps you know this from first-hand experience? When a Pokemon runs out of PP, it can no longer use its moves. However, each move has its own store of PP, so you can mitigate PP loss by using a variety of moves rather than just one move repeatedly. If a Pokemon loses all PP for all its moves, it will only be able to use Struggle, an action that also damages the Pokemon that uses it. In order to avoid this predicament, PP can be restored at Pokemon Centers along with HP. Items such as Ethers and Max Ethers can also be used to restore PP. Be careful not to confuse potions with Ethers in the heat of battle. Ethers are not sold at shops, so you should use them judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum PP. Do not waste uses of these moves unless you wish to quickly run out of PP. It is important to find a balance in a Pokemon's set of moves. As you can see, HP isn't the only thing you must keep an eye on while adventuring with Pokemon. We hope that you will all take care to ensure that your partner Pokemon can perform at their best, as you each engage in the treasure hunt. Our time together has come to an end for today. Our next meeting will be an examination day, so be sure to review well in preparation. Yes. We took our third home ec class. Let's get this midterm. You'd like home ec with Mr. Saguro? Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. The time has come to test how well you all have learned here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute cram session fades. Which is not an effect of a picnic meal? Increasing speed. Which of the following affects the kinds of meal powers received from a particular meal? A. Fillings and condiments. B. The number of people eating. C. The color of the utensils. The fillings and condiments. Which of these berries can restore a Pokemon's HP? A Pecha Berry, B. A Cherry Berry, or C. An Oran Berry? C. Oran Berry. Leandro wanted his Pokemon to decide on its own when to use its item in battle, so he gave it an Oran Berry. This will work as he hopes. True. If a move runs out of PP, it can no longer be used. If a Pokemon runs out of PP for all its moves, it can only sit there in frustration. False. The time for answering questions come to an end. Please stop writing. I hope you are all able to give the examination everything you had. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day. It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams. Yes. We got 5 out of 5 correct. That's a passing score. Congrats. We got 5 experience candies. That was our final midterm, thankfully. We will be back in the future to take the rest of our classes and pass our final exams.